James with TGWPIS, and this is TGWPIS in 10. I am joined by Lard Teamaker Will.
Hello.
And Crafty Rebel.
Hello.
And Crafty, you've got a hot take for us, so hit us with it.
I do. Today's is probably quite controversial, given what we've just been discussing in terms of reviews and that. But my hot take today is Animal Crossing is not really that great. I actually prepared a few notes so that I wouldn't forget what it was. First of all, the voices. And as I was just saying to you guys off air, as it were, I would rather a game have no voices, no voiceovers whatsoever, than have the weird sort of jumbly, mumbly kind of sound effect that they've created. The other thing is, I was actually watching somebody stream it, and the way that they run as well, with the little character's arms just like flapping around like behind them, is really kind of creepy. I find that really weird. And just like the overall style of the game, to me, it just feels a bit... I mean, I've seen a lot of adults playing it, but it is definitely themed more of a kids thing. And for those on the tech side as well, from what I was reading, you can only actually have one island per Switch system, which I'm taking to translate that you can only essentially have one saved game per console, which really poses a lot of concerns with the whole aspect of primarily being aimed at children. That's great if you were an only child, but if you've got twins, they're not going to share that island. So having to have individual consoles to have more than one saved game, it seems a bit ridiculous to me. But that is my hot take. So what do you guys think about it?
To be honest, I agree with you. I look at this kind of game, and really kind of the last time like a really big Animal Crossing has come out was, we say what, like 2015? Maybe like the original one, or like one of the major ones came out in like 2012. I think
it was a few years ago.
It was a few. I think the genre as a whole has moved on a lot since then. These kind of like far, because number one, I mean, what do? You just build a house on an island? Is that essentially what the game is, right?
It looks like to me you create a community. I mean, based on from what I've heard of other Animal Crossings, and no, I haven't played one. There are things that can happen in this village. I mean, if it's like the older ones, you can go to visit other villages. And if you don't go back to your village after a while, your villagers judge you.
To me, it just seems like this game, the genre that it's a part of has changed. And they said, hey, let's keep this as is. Let's kind of bring you back to the nostalgia of Animal Crossing. But games like Stardew Valley, Gravekeeper, Forager, those kind of games have kind of pushed the genre forward. Like, especially Stardew Valley really kind of took this kind of game and like really like, it was still fun. It was still fun farming simulator and building a community, but it had that kind of underlying thing of like big business coming in against small community, and like you kind of noticed that there was like other things going on with like the way the other characters interacted with each other. There was like deeper seated story in there, and it made it more interesting. We're like, this is just like got the raccoon people and they got the cuteness and stuff. So yeah, that's great and everything, but I just don't get it.
Yeah, I think that is the thing. It's like, it's really cutesy. You know, the way that they've designed it, it is very cute. To me personally, to the point of being a little bit sickening. But yeah, like you say, there are other games in that sort of genre that have pushed away from that to try and be a bit different and a bit better. And with Animal Crossings, it's basically so you've got this island, and now you've got a few people, and you can visit your friends. That's it. Have fun. But like you say with Stardew, it's like it's got a story. It's got, you know, a sense of community that's already pre-built, so you kind of feel like you're walking into things as opposed to literally building everything from the ground up, which can be a bit lonely if you're not that quick at building things. And it's got other stuff to do, but from every stream that I've seen of Animal Crossing, it's literally just people bumbling around an empty island, like bumping into a couple of people here and there, and it doesn't really feel as big or as impressive as a game with so much hype around it should be.
And especially compared to what it came out against, or with Doom, which, I mean, I think has widely lived up to its hype. The game I have played, I mean, granted, I'm judging through windows here at Animal Crossing, but I look at that game and I go, why would I buy that game when I feel that I can get a more enjoyable experience from, like, Stardew Valley? Graveyard Keeper, which is another a satirical take on that, and also for less money. Like, you know, I can buy like Stardew Valley for like $10-15 on sale on Steam.
Heck yeah.
So
that's also another I suppose that sort of leads to another point. At the end of the day, if you want Animal Crossings and you don't have a Switch, your only option is to then buy a Switch, which obviously adding that to the cost of the game, which is already pretty high. I mean, just looking at it, places are selling it for like 50 quid, 45. You know, that obviously in dollars, that's going to be more. And obviously Switch is what, $200-300? So that's probably about $300-400, something like that. The last time I saw them. Whereas something like Stardew Valley, I mean, I was actually doing a similar piece on Stardew for a sort of guide that I was writing, and there is pretty much not a platform that game isn't on.
it's even on the Switch.
Yeah,
for $14.
Yeah, it's even on the Switch.
With multiplayer, you can do a farming with your friends, up to 4 people.
Yeah, and you know, that was made by one person, one team, you know, ruthlessly, constantly going with that. In fact, recently brought out massive update, and that was after all the multiplayer stuff that they'd already done. You know, to sort of make the genre more interesting. And I feel that Animal Crossing is like, it's super cute. It's, you know, you can play with your friends, you can craft things, but that feels very much like that's where it ends.
It feels like a game that you can get your kids and you can play with your kids and have fun with. But like if you're looking for more substance beyond that, it's not there.
Yeah, I think that is definitely it. It's just, you know, I do like games that don't have ends to them. You know, that you can sort of, you get through the main story and then you can carry on going, but it feels like the only way that Animal Crossing have done that is just to eradicate a story completely. You're there and that's it.
It's whatever headcanon you build up.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up, it seems like our overall thoughts here is that why spend $250 on Stardew Valley and a Switch when you can, I wish you'd spend that much on Stardew Valley, on Animal Crossing and a Switch, when you can just buy Stardew Valley on literally anything else for $15.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good. Great. This has been TGWPIS in 10. Sounds like we have an answer for you guys. Don't buy Stardew Valley. Or just buy Stardew Valley. I wanted just to say Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. That's it. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Ton of fun. Thanks, guys.